I tell you guys, I gotta get a new gaming chair. I gotta get something, man. This thing is squeaking all over the place. You guys can never tell because I'm sitting down. You guys don't know. I'm a big hulking dude. You know what I mean? I keep this chair under pressure, bro. And I got this, like, there was an office building that was closing down and I just grabbed the chair, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'll take that chair, you know what I mean? But one day, you mark my words, unless I don't intervene, you guys are gonna see me fall out on camera for your enjoyment one day. Camera, computer flying all over the place. It's gonna happen, I'm telling you guys. So anyway, when you see me doing a stream, you know, or something like that, if you want to give generously to the keep Mark from busting his ass live on a stream fund, you know, feel free. But anyway, guys, listen, here's something that I don't say every day. Let's talk about Sabrina the Teenage Witch. This is the gospel according to Mark with a C. He is I and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. And guys, it's not so much that we're talking about Sabrina the Teenage Witch as much as we're talking about the actress who played Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Melissa Joan Hart. Yes, Melissa Joan Hart recently made news when she released on Instagram that she's got the virus. She's got the coof, the she's got the coronavirus. She's got COVID, man. Okay, I told myself, y'all gonna chase me off of YouTube, fuck it, I'm gonna say what I want to say. You know, that's what we're supposed to be doing anyway. We're supposed to have freedom of speech. I don't know how we got into this day and age where everybody's talking in code, in Morse code, in sign language and shit, man. If I can read it, I can say it, right? So anyway, Melissa Joan Hart, right? She recently came out on Instagram and said she got COVID, even though she is fully, I said fully, man, she is fully vaccinated. She got the jab, you know, and she still got it. And not only does she got it, but as Usher would say, she got it bad. She got it bad, man. I thought that it wasn't supposed to do that. Remember, it's supposed to be that it keeps you from getting really sick. It keeps you from going to the hospital. It helps to keep you from dying. Of course, they already have an answer for it. There's going to be those isolated cases, they say. It's so dismissive. It sounds so insignificant, except when you're of those people who actually are that designated isolated case. You know what I mean? But, okay, so there it is. But anyway, she came out and she's talking about it, right? And she's mad. She is very, very mad. But it's strange to me what she chooses to be mad at. You know what I mean? I would think I would know why she's mad, because she's fully vaccinated and she got sick, like really sick. She said she has it bad, okay? This isn't a mild case. I know what I would be mad about, but let's find out what she's mad about. And I'm going to read this off a link that I have on CNN.com. This is CNN. All right, so there's a reason why I'm reading this off CNN. I hate fucking CNN, but I'm going to read it off of there because it feeds into a larger point that I'm going to make a little bit later, okay? So, on CNN, Melissa Joan Hart, fully vaccinated and sick with COVID, warns others to stay vigilant. Okay? And it says, actress Melissa Joan Hart has revealed that she's quite sick with COVID, despite being fully vaccinated, and wants to encourage others to stay safe. The Sabrina the Teenage Bitch, Sabrina, see, that's what happens, you know, when your mind is in a certain place and everything. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Sabrina the Teenage Witch star took to Instagram from bed to tell followers it's bad, and she thinks she may have caught it from one of her kids. She said, I am vaccinated and I got COVID and it's bad, she said. And keep in mind, guys, I saw the video. Now, I don't know if I'm going to link up the video from CNN in the description, but definitely I want to link up the video, okay? So, like, I don't think this article has the video is what I'm saying, but I'm going to link up an article it does, okay? So look for that. And she looks really, really pathetic, man. She is laying down, hair all fucked up. You know, she just looks like a mess, you know what I mean? And she's, like, coming to you from this sorry state to let you know that, you know, you have to stay vigilant, all right? So she's going on, all right? It says, it's weighing on my chest. It's hard to breathe. One of my kids, I think, has it so far. I'm praying that the others are okay. All right, so she's fully vaccinated. Now, this goes directly against the established narrative that you can't get it bad this way. But like I said, they already have the answer to it. It's just an isolated case. You're insignificant. There's no need to count you. Go away. It's a disease of the unvaccinated, and America is now two Americas. It's the vaccinated and it's the unvaccinated, and the vaccinated have the right to tell the unvaccinated that it's about Darwinism, and we're just gonna wait for you guys to die because you're COVIDiots and your Trump supporters, and everything that's ugly and mean and terrible. You know what I mean? So you deserve to die because you're putting the rest of us at risk. I mean, we've all heard the bullshit. You know what I mean? So going on, she continued. I think as a country, we got a little lazy, and I'm really mad. Okay, she's really mad. That's what I'm talking about, because you're fully vaccinated and it didn't work. I just know I would be mad. You know what I mean? Let's see what she's mad about. I'm really mad that my kids didn't have to wear masks at school. What the fuck? Listen, you got the jab so you could be protected from what? From the virus, right? So you would think if you were going to be mad about something, you'd be mad that the shit didn't work when you got exposed to the virus. But no, she's mad because her kids didn't have to wear a mask at school. How does that make sense? I'm pretty sure that that's where this came from. I just hope my husband and the other ones don't get it, because if someone has to be taken to the hospital, I can't go with them. And at this point in the video, she starts to cry. And I should say, by the way, guys, I wish Melissa Joan Hart well. All right. I really do. Like, I have my delivery, that I do, for the showmanship of it all. But I also had COVID. You know what I mean? My son had it. We know people who have had it. We know people who have died from it. You know what I'm saying? So this is in no way. Okay, now there's some people who won't make it this far in the video, so they won't know that I'm saying that there's no way to be making fun of this. There's no reason. Like, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about poking the holes in the logic and the reason of this whole thing. You know what I mean? And I have a bigger point also later that I'm going to get to. But before I get charged with making fun of the condition that she's in, I just want to say that is not my intent. Okay? So when you get in the comment section and you start charging me with that, then I'll know you didn't watch the whole video. You know what I mean? Before you started popping off your fucking mouth. But anyway, she goes on to say, Hart says she's not trying to be political with her post. She's just sharing an update on her health. I wanted to share this with all of you. I'm not posting this to be political or gain pity. I just want to share my journey. This isn't up for debate. It's just how I feel today on my page, she wrote. So she shares her sons with her husband, and her youngest is masking up every day. I'm just scared and sad and disappointed in myself and some of our leaders, she added. I just wish I'd done better. So I'm asking you guys to do better. Protect your family. Protect your kids. She reminded everyone that the pandemic is not over yet. I hoped it was, but it's not. So stay vigilant and stay safe, she says. Now, if you watch the video, you'll also see that she praises her youngest child who went to school and did wear his mask. She calls the child a hero because by wearing the mask, he protected his teachers, he protected his friends, and everything like that. And, my thing is, isn't that kind of backwards? I think as parents, aren't we supposed to protect our children? Like, we don't charge our children to protect us. You know what I mean? So you would think by the time it got down to the children, you would have done everything in your power, to keep them as children, to keep them innocent, to see their beautiful smiles, not to mention, like I said before, her being fully vaccinated. I believe she did that to protect herself from the inevitability of her coming into contact with the virus. You know what I mean? The effectiveness of the mask have always been up for debate. But okay, somebody told me you wear your mask to show people that we're all in this together. Doesn't have a fucking hell of a lot to do with effectiveness, but okay, I can ride with the kumbaya sentiment, okay? But the point of the matter is, okay, it's a hell of a lot to put on our children, to protect us. I just sat in on a school district conference last week. And they were going back and forth because, we're about to go back to school, right? Which is why I think this is on CNN, okay? Getting back to that. Because CNN is just full of shit. It's nothing but agenda-driven, propaganda, deceptive bullshit. You know, that's all it is, to manipulate the sensibilities and the sentiment of the masses. That's what they do. They produce that shit like they're a warehouse, you know what I mean? And they just pump that shit out, you know? So I'm reading this and I'm watching the video and I'm like, listen, I'm going to have to get you guys, you know, I got to get your opinion on this. You know what I mean? Because I'm not sure. I'm smelling some bullshit. I'm not doubting that she's sick, but I'm just saying it just seems like we are about to prepare ourselves for the next wave of self-righteous celebrities, now that school is going back in, to guilt us and scare us into getting our children the jab. You know what I mean? And getting our children masked up. Because in that conference that I was in, that was the point of debate, whether the children should be masked up or not. And I know this is a hot button topic. There are people on both sides of it. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of funny to me, the timing of this, that she would make this announcement and she would place the blame and all over the place, and she's angry and, you know, she's scared and she's hurt and all of this stuff. And she's disillusioned, you know, and she takes the time to call her child a hero for wearing the mask. You know what I mean? And it's just interesting to me that if you're going to express anger, like I could see if you're expressing fear or doubt or whatever, but if you're going to express anger in all these different places and all that stuff, how is it even possible? You guys tell me, because I don't know, and I need to know, because right now I feel like Whitney Houston. I'm on some, how will I know if this is some bullshit? I'm asking you because you know about these things, you know, and I want to know, you know, how is it possible that you can be this angry and not express anger at the fact that you were fully vaccinated and it didn't work? You know what I'm saying? No, I said it didn't work, period. At all. Don't tell me about, oh, but it keeps you from getting really sick. In her own words, she said that it's really bad. She can't breathe. You understand? She was no better off taking it than when she didn't take it. Because as we know, the numbers don't bear it out that she would have gotten it in the first place, or not gotten it, or recovered from it. Because it's got a recovery rate that is fucking crazy. You know, the percentage of people that do recover from this. You know, so how are you telling me that you're better off, you know, doing this when you're getting the exact same results? You know, that's all I want to know. I want to know that, guys, you know, but this is what we got going on. We're not supposed to connect those dots. We're not supposed to see that, you know, but I do. You know, and it wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the mandates, if it weren't for the restrictions, if it weren't for people being forced to leave their jobs after a year and a half of jobs and industry being killed. It's almost like you saw a little bit of life. You saw a little bit of life and you then clubbed it. You clubbed these people to death. You know, even if you got past the first wave of financial hardship, they now are throwing people out of their jobs. You know what I mean? And in the face of all of these new breakthrough infections, which you fucking know, if you have one shred of sense in your mind, that those numbers are higher than what they're telling you. You know, if you just take the time to listen. You know, so this is the reason why I wanted to point out what's going on with Melissa Joan Hart. Because we all need to hear these stories, because we act like we don't. You have this smug son of a bitch on TV, this falsy dude. You know, I don't know how people can look in his eyes and not tell that this motherfucker is a liar. But this is what we're dealing with, you know? You have this guy. You have a president, you know, who's on TV talking about it's 100% safe. It's 100% effective. Seriously, bruh? Y'all can't see that that's a lie, at least in the face of this? And that's the reason why I'm talking about this. You can get mad at me. You can downvote me all you want. Okay? But this is my freedom of speech and I intend to exercise it. All right? So this is what we got going on, guys. So I say to you, in wrapping this up, because I'm going on 15 minutes here, don't wait for somebody up there. Don't wait for falsy. Don't wait for, you know, the celebrity of your choice. I promise you this, and I don't promise a lot of things. I promise you this. The only way this shit is going to stop is when we stop it. When we decide that that's enough. That's the only way. Stop telling your kids Well, hopefully it'll get better. Well, hopefully, we'll find out. They'll tell us this, they'll tell us that. It's never going to happen. The only way it stops is when we stop it. You can hate me now. You can get in the comment section. You can like, you can share, you can subscribe. As always, you can catch me on Twitter. If not, I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for listening, guys. Have at it. This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. And Melissa Joan Hart, seriously, I hope that you and your family get better. I hope that you're doing well and you enjoy those robust, enduring antibodies that you develop from having this, okay? If you can get on the other side of this, you'll be much better off than you ever could have been with any jab. Rock on.